Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Infatuasian podcast. We are back in room 413.
Woo-hoo! Yay! Lucky number 13.
It's been a minute.
It's haunted.
Actually, the last time we did a Halloween episode, we had 2 different principals.
Yeah.
That was 3 principals ago.
That's true.
A mere 11 months ago.
Oh my God.
It's been a little bit
That's
of
crazy.
change.
We won't count it by
That's
moons.
crazy.
We'll count it by principles. I hope they're not listening.
Yeah. Shout out, you guys. You know who you are.
Yep.
But we are back in the classroom because we are with the teacher buddies. We are doing another episode about Asian ghost stories. Part 2. This time, it's personal.
Part 2.
Wait, part 2. What was part 1? Were we not invited?
No, last year.
Oh, last year.
You were
Oh,
there.
okay. All right. Same part. Same us. Okay. I was like, part 1. Where were we?
I didn't get the invite. Thanks, man. TFTI. No, you were here. It was a year ago. We were in this very room. Well, the seats are switched, I think. But we were here with, hey, now in the 5-time club. She's wearing her smoking jacket. Her picture is on the wall. Do you hear that rumbling? Audience out there.
Yeah.
Do you hear we are not in a war zone.
It's a crazy ghost.
We're filming on site.
Yeah.
Actually, there's so many bad war jokes. I don't even want to.
Oh, actually,
yeah.
We shouldn't. That's
Right.
not very sensitive.
Not right now.
Terrible. But no, it is Fleet Week here in San Francisco. The week of October. What is it? October 10th today.
10th.
Yeah, mid-October
And so the Blue
every year.
Angels, as that people know, the Blue Angels perform during Fleet Week, and so they're doing their test runs during school hours, right above our classroom.
That's right.
And they're nice and loud.
Our walls are shaking.
Yeah.
But it's a good time, everyone. So come out here on Saturday or Sunday to get a view of the Blue Angels. It is fun when you're not trying to teach adolescents
It is. Or trying to take a nap.
or record a podcast.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
All of this. So if you hear some rumbling, we're going to try to edit it out, but we might be mid-thought while we're speaking. We got to keep going. So
Yeah.
That's what our brain sounds like when it's thinking. Sonic boom.
Lots of
the
rumbling.
But so we're going to do some more ghost stories. We have prepared so much more this year than we did
Yes.
last year.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it turned out great,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the preparation was
meh.
light, light to say the least. But we're back. So, one of our members, Lone, she wasn't here last year either for Halloween, but she is now here because remember we did the episode talking. Well, actually, Vicky wasn't here for that one. We were talking about how the reproductive rates in Asia are so low.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
So Lone is
doing her part.
She's doing her
to bring
part.
up those
She's
numbers.
not in Asia, though, unfortunately. But she is
She
Asian.
could go back. She could move back.
She
But, yeah.
could.
But anyway, so she is on maternity leave, the lucky devil.
Hi, Lincoln.
So,
Right.
Is it Lincoln?
What up, Link?
Okay, so we should just drop by with some microphones.
Yeah, I
We
know.
should.
She'd probably
Yeah.
be happy.
She would love it
Oh, I think she
until
wants it.
the baby needs to sleep.
And then we get kicked out and we're
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay, but Lona's not here, but congratulations, Lone. Happy
Congrats.
couple months, Lincoln. And so it's the 3 of us. Jackie, 5-time member.
Yeah.
Vicky is in the 2-time club, I think. No, 3-time club. 3-time club.
3.
Oh, you know who I bumped into? I went to the Indonesian consulate's.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that.
we're
Yeah.
celebrating. And guess who I ran into?
Ming.
Our favorite Indonesian.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
had
did?
dinner at his restaurant
Oh, I
yesterday.
haven't seen him. I
Dang.
keep going over there and missing him, but okay.
Yeah. No, it was great. Actually, did I tell you that I had my wife's birthday there?
Oh, you did?
We had a party. Yeah, a couple weeks after we
Awesome.
recorded. I was like, where should we go? And she's like, I don't care. I was like, let's go to Lime Tree.
That's right. And if you guys are regular listeners, remember that when you mention Infatuasian at Lime Tree, you will get a complimentary glass of water.
Yeah, ice or no ice, your choice.
That's right.
Oh man, I wonder if anyone has actually gone besides me. I didn't
Well,
even. I got the
I
water.
take people there a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I got
so.
the water. It was complimentary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, at
ice
this-
or no ice, Miss Ung?
No ice, please.
Oh, okay.
Well, at this Indonesia thing, I got food for free. It was a buffet.
Oh, cool.
And there were all these because it was an official diplomatic thing. So all these people like Fiona Ma came by.
Oh,
and
wow.
The mayor of Monterey came by, and they're like, "Hey, congratulations on 75 years of diplomatic relations with the United States." It's one of those things, right? And so we're standing there and listening, and then I look out of the corner of my eye. My wife's already in the buffet line. They're still giving speeches, and I'm like,
But with that good food.
That's
yeah.
exactly where we all need to be, in the buffet line.
I'm all about that.
Indonesian food. Yeah, no, it was great. It was super fun. But yeah, so bumped into Ming. He had his beef rendang was there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was
beef
so
rendang.
good. But you're laying off the beef a little.
Yeah. I got the
man.
gout.
The gout.
Yeah.
Oh man. Actually, but you do look more spry than last year because you had some work done.
I did.
It's
all in my
Wait
eyelids.
a second. Wait a second.
She looks
I got
different.
Let me see.
I got the lift.
The
No,
hip
I
lift.
didn't.
The hip lift.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am bionic.
Yeah, I saw you sprinting around chasing after kids.
That's me.
Sprinting.
Running down the hall.
Running down
Yes.
the hall. No, you look great. You look
Running
great.
up
Yes.
that
Oh my
hill.
gosh. I feel like I've aged backwards 10 years, honestly.
Yeah,
It's really,
smooth.
oh my gosh. It went so smoothly. New hip for me.
New hip, new you.
New hip, new me.
You make me want to get one now.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't even
Honestly,
hurt.
Highly recommend.
She might be setting up a new trend.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It was, yeah.
Do you set off metal detectors now? Like if you
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't gone through one yet, but
dad
I have
had
a friend who has had both hips and both knees replaced, and she totally does. So
Okay.
I think you do. I think I
Yeah.
have to get wanded.
So if I put a magnet
And I think you have
on you, is it going to stick there?
I think you have a little card now.
Oh,
I think you're supposed to get a card so the one that you set off all the bells and whistles. Oh, by the way.
I only have the one, but my dad had a shoulder replacement, and
Yeah.
he said off the, so I don't
Okay,
know. I have
well.
a feeling. We'll see. I'm going on a flight next month.
All right. Well, we'll see.
That'll be the real test.
I know.
All right. Well, enough of our medical. You got any medical
All right,
updates?
nope, I'm good. Just still a raspy voice.
Raspy voice.
Working on that. Not the
It's-
weakest
it's-
link.
It's kind of sexy, though.
It's
so
the
it's all
occupational
good.
hazard. No, yeah.
It is probably.
We have sore throats for like 9 months a year.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
true,
much,
It's
yeah.
true, yeah.
Because you forget to drink water. You're up there talking, like, why is my throat constricting?
This one doesn't.
You do the water.
She's good
I'm
about
very
the
good
water.
about it.
I am not.
I'm terrible.
I'm horrible when I'm working. I don't
because
drink
you don't
enough.
even get to go to the bathroom.
Speaking of-
Because
It's true.
you
No,
don't
I
have-
know.
So you don't want to drink too much because you ain't got to
It's
hold it
true.
in.
But although my students, I drink so much water, my students have asked me, do you think it's a nervous tick? And I go, oh, I don't think so. I think it's just habit. I mean, I like staying hydrated.
So you're drinking constantly.
That's why there are no lifts needed here.
We're
Good
hydrated.
thing no one sees what we look like on camera.
Yeah.
This is all auditory.
Yeah, no,
gosh.
you're. Are you still you're a zillennial? I think. Are you 27 or 28 this year?
I'm 27. Hello.
No birthdays in the last year.
No.
Okay, still
She doesn't
27.
She doesn't have
27.
birthdays.
Hello.
All right, still 27.
She had 27 and it was over.
Oh, it's the clock is stopped, frozen forever.
27, 50 years ago.
Not quite, but getting
Not
there.
at all.
Getting
Not
there.
at all.
All right. Hey, so we're doing some Asian ghost stories. But before we do that, I thought we can do a little so we're a little late. So I wanted to do kind of a comparison between I guess Halloween considered a European American / Western
It's
holiday.
like a pagan
Yeah.
ish or totally pagan
Probably started in
holiday.
Europe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to throw out some kind of not equivalents, but some Asian ghost typey festivals.
Oh,
Are you ready for these?
I am.
Yes.
Okay, so the granddaddy of them all. Wait, hold on, loading.
Loading.
Granddaddy of them all is, how do you say it? Tangche. I don't know that.
What?
The Ghost Festival, the Hungry
see.
Ghost Festival.
What is this? Chinese?
It's not even proper pinyin though.
I have no idea
I don't
what
know
that
how to
is.
Say that. Yeah,
Where
so
is it?
It's.
I need to know what it looks like.
It's not pinyin. It's not real Chinese pinyin. But do you know how to say Hungry Ghost Festival in Chinese?
Ngol Guai.
Oh, no.
Ngol Guai is Cantonese, but that doesn't even look like Mandarin.
Yeah, this is just, I don't know what this is. So there's let me start over. So the granddaddy of them all is,
Ngol Guai
in Cantonese,
Chi.
which is the Hungry Ghost Festival. Now it happens, I think it's like the 8th month of the lunar calendar. That
So
should
that'd
affect.
probably be what,
I
September?
think it's
August, September?
I think it's the 7th month of the lunar calendar.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Because they, like in Chinese, they're always like, you never want to eat 7 because that has something to do with the ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the solar calendar, it's like August, September, somewhere around there.
Sounds about right.
And this is the one day, or it's not even one day. This is the one kind of lunar cycle where the gates of the afterworld open up, and this is when you have access to it. And so the ghosts can come out, and that's when you want to put out some food for your deceased ancestors, light some incense, make them happy.
Yummy.
And they can bless you, but they could also not bless you.
Curse you.
They could curse you. Yeah.
But that's why you're leaving the food out.
Yeah.
To try and get them in your favor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You don't want a hungry ghost. You want them full and satisfied. I even saw I went to the store where they sell the paper stuff that you burn.
Yeah.
I saw paper Louis Vuitton bags that you could burn.
Really?
Yeah, cell phones. You could you could
It's
burn.
pretty
I
ridiculous.
mean, material things?
No, they're
or-
out of paper.
No, I know, but
Yeah, yeah.
symbolically, some
Yes.
material
Right.
things.
Yes,
so
they
you
have-
can burn a paper cell phone so that your ancestors can talk to each other.
They have paper mansions.
Yeah.
They have paper
Ooh.
like
That's fun.
BMWs.
Yeah.
They even have paper servants.
Oh.
But
These are all things.
some of them I've seen, and they are they're kind of racist. Some of them.
Really?
The certain skin tone on these.
They have it down to what kind of servants. It's bad. It's bad.
Okay.
Oh, really?
It's bad. Yes.
All right. So, if you're gonna burn some servants, then make sure it's yes,
Make
some
sure they are.
diversity there.
Next time you burn
Or how about
servants.
some just generic looking servants?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting
Stick
time.
drawings.
So if you walk around Chinatown, or if you're in Hong Kong or Taiwan, you'll see these little. They look like little waste baskets, I guess, that you can just burn the stuff in.
Oh,
You
okay.
can smell it everywhere.
My dad used to
So,
do that. Burn hell money.
Yeah.
My dad would burn
Oh.
hell notes.
Yeah.
Hell?
Yeah, I mean, they look like paper money, like green money, but when you look at it, it's got an image of the, what is it? The guardian or the god of the underworld.
Yeah.
It's got his picture on there.
And
He
they
looks
call
like a
it,
Chinese
like,
emperor.
hell money.
It's called hell money, like hell
Okay.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hell is a Christian concept.
Right. It's just more
But
like
it's just the
afterworld.
idea to after death kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Buddhists got hell too.
They
Yeah.
do?
Everybody goes
thought
to
we-
hell in Buddhism.
Oh, and,
Yes.
but
It's not
then we can be
necessarily a
reborn,
terrible
right?
place.
But it's not, well, it can be, but not,
Okay.
yeah, it's not necessarily a terrible place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the underworld.
Yeah, there's an underworld, but there's a hell too, where there's
Ooh.
torture and
Damn.
punishment.
Torture.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. So I just looked it up. 15th night of the 7th month.
15th
Yes.
night of
But
the
it changes
7th
every year,
month.
so you gotta get your own lunar calendar for that. So for 2024, it was August 18th. So we're a little late to the game on this one. But you want to know some things that you're not supposed to do during the Hungry Ghost Festival?
Yes, let's hear it.
Don't hang your clothes outside at night.
Oh.
Oh, that's funny because that's having to do with one of the
Oh, that's
Thai ghosts. Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I
Same
say
thing.
something about that?
Yeah.
Because I was reading some of the stories, and there's a lot said about that. But I remember when I was growing up, my mom and my dad used to tell us that we shouldn't hang our laundry out at night, and they couldn't really articulate why. It was just really bad to, and they said something like my mom would say there are things that come out at night that can crawl on your underwear and your clothes and stuff. I was like, but that's such a great use of time, though. Then, it'll be ready in the morning or whatever, right?
No, it's very convenient.
But there was that. But then I started reading up
so
on.
you were thinking like centipedes or
I'm thinking bugs.
Yeah, right.
But I think
Yeah.
they're thinking spirits, but they didn't want to tell
that's
me
what
that.
This article
Yeah,
saying.
so that
they'll
was
borrow
interesting.
your clothes. They'll just hop in. They'll how convenient.
Like
a
haunt
sweater.
your clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, got
There's
it.
a really popular folk tale in Thailand that's about Krasu. And she you don't hang your clothes out at night because she's a ghost that was burned to death. And so as she was pregnant, and she runs around at night and eats whatever, and she'll wipe her bloody mouth on clothes that are hanging outside. And so if you wake up in the morning and find your clothes there and they're all bloody or something's on it, she came along and wiped her face all over it.
Wow, that's
not
creepy and unsanitary.
Yeah.
Very unsanitary.
Yeah, and just awkward. If you didn't see it,
Yeah.
you're coming to school with your nice white shirt on. They go,
You're
"What's
like,
that on your back?"
"Oh, yeah,
it's a bloody mouth mouth print on your back.
So it's red. It's like for sure red.
Well, if anything smeared on clothes that or things that were left out at night, it doesn't have to be clothes. It can, but often it was like laundry. But anything that's left out overnight, if anything got smeared on it, it's kasu.
So we'll just blame it
Wiping
on
her-
her instead
yeah.
of like the poor washing
Yeah.
skills
The
of
soap.
the. Yes.
Yeah, because I wash clothes really well. No, anyway.
Yeah, that's super creepy. Okay. Well, I do all my laundry indoors, so I think I'm good.
There you go.
I think
Me
I'm
too.
good. All right.
I do by the river.
The other river.
Down by
I beat it
the
down.
river.
I beat it
With
at
a
the
rock.
river.
On a rock.
All right. You know what else you should never do? Well, you should never do this anytime, but you should definitely, during Ghost Month, never stick your chopsticks in your rice vertically.
Oh, yeah, that's bad luck,
'Cause
right?
It
I've
looks
heard
like
that.
an incense.
Yes,
Like,
I've been yelled at.
when you
I've been
offer
yelled at
the
for
rice.
that.
Is that why?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So the ghost might get confused and say, "Is this my offering?" And then just join you for dinner, and you're like, "Oh,
Dang.
no thanks.
yeah." So don't
Oh,
do that.
I've been yelled at for that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yes,
Don't do that.
okay.
This is a weird. I never heard of this one. Don't stand too close to a wall during this month. Like, don't lean up against the wall.
I've heard that. I've heard
All right,
that.
well-
I thought it
heard
was
that.
year round. I didn't realize it was just 1 month.
You know what?
Out
It
of the
can't
year.
hurt to not do it ever. But apparently, the walls give off cold yin energy.
Oh.
And so those are the hot spots for ghostly gatherings.
Oh, okay.
They love the yin.
What is yin?
Is the cold energy.
Okay.
It's like the darker energy.
Yeah.
The darker
Okay.
force in the world.
Yeah. But
Like,
I eat
that
a
is
lot of
not a-
yeet. I eat a lot of fried foods. So I'm eat hay.
Maybe you'll balance it out with deep fried goodness.
Yeah, so
Yes.
So I don't know. Maybe I should be leaning against walls to balance myself out, but that's the hot spot.
I've
goes
heard that.
together.
I've heard that growing up.
Okay.
Like, don't walk along walls, don't walk under trees, all those reasons because spirits like hang out there.
Oh.
And I thought it was year round. I didn't know it was
It
a
might
specific
be.
time of the
well,
year.
it's got the yin all year, but there's especially a lot of ghosts hanging around in that 7th month, though.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, it just probably the chances of bumping into a ghost is higher.
Are they good ghosts sometimes?
It could, but maybe it's a good ghost.
Maybe.
Like Casper?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
who else
like
is a
that.
good ghost? Are there any other good ghosts out there?
Well, I mean, a lot of our ancestors
that's
can
true.
be
Yeah. Could
good.
be your grandma or something. Yeah. Okay.
My grandma's
true.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah. All right, last one. There's like 20 of these, but the last one, don't take the last bus or train of the night.
Oh.
I guess that's the one the ghosts like.
For the 7th month of
Oh.
the
Yeah.
year. Okay.
It says don't do this during the summer. You never know who you might be sitting next to.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
now you're really not
Oh, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
making
I
me
can see
not
that.
want to take a bus.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are movies
Especially
made of
at
that.
I
night.
fell asleep on the last bus one time, and I had to like
did?
walk back from like the lot. So I took the 43 Masonic, and I ended up way down in Geneva and somewhere.
Oh, wow.
So I was walking like at midnight.
Way out there?
Yeah.
By the bay?
Wow.
Yeah, it was no good. It wasn't
Yeah.
that far away from my house. It was like maybe a mile or two. But
But
yeah,
still.
it was not a good walk.
I took the last train when I was traveling through the south of France, and
Yeah, I've done
there
it
were
in
some
Europe.
characters on that train. I swear we were going to get robbed.
Yeah.
But then someone crazier sat across from us, so that was our biggest worry instead of getting
Yeah,
robbed
That's
after
fun.
Yeah.
that.
That's fun.
Typically, I'll be more afraid of the actual crazy human
Yeah.
than the potential ghost.
Is this like a bear or man in the woods thing?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I just had a conversation about that.
Oh.
I'll take my chances with the bear.
It's funny. I actually chose man.
Really?
Yes. Because I was, it could be a good man, and then you can you could reason with them, and they can be helpful.
I don't think
And
bears.
if not, then
bears don't
we'll
eat us. Do
summon
they
the
eat
bear.
us? They might kill us, but they don't eat us.
If it's a grizzly,
Because we taste
some-
terrible. I think we don't taste.
grizzly, polar bear,
good. They'll
possible.
They'll take you down,
Yeah.
but once they taste you, they'll probably leave you alone.
They're like, blech.
But do you really want to get to that point where they taste you, though?
My
I
bear
don't.
was like,
That's the problem.
she tastes like titanium.
Yeah.
I
If-
think-
if- yeah. Aim your hip at the bear if it's coming at you.
Check it out. I might taste pretty good. I'm a vegetarian.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have all the build
I'd
up.
be tasting like a deer or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
It's possible.
Yeah. Oh man.
But do you know why they say not to take the last train
It
or
just
bus?
says that it's just brimming with invisible customers. I don't know why they just wait. I
A
guess.
lot of spirits are
in
like, I'll take this
so
one.
in Cantonese, I can guess why. In Chinese, I can guess why they say that. Like in Chinese, when they say you're catching the last train, it's like metaphorical for
going to hell or going
like
to...
you're dying. Like that's your last round. So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
Maybe. So it's metaphorical, but then they took it literally.
Yes.
You take the last train. Don't take the last train because it could be your last train.
Right.
Okay.
But then this must be a newer saying because
Maybe.
obviously trains and buses and all that
The
were
last
invented
carriage.
It
later,
might just
right?
be some sort of transport.
Yeah. Huh.
Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
Well, there's like 17 more of these things, but interesting. That was fun. Okay, so we're gonna tell some ghost stories. I have a few from Reddit.
Reddit.
User submitted.
Wait, what do you do for a living again?
I am a teacher.
Oh, this is your source?
This is my source. This is a
boy.
verified
boy.
source.
I
It's gotta be true.
I am a PE teacher, but sometimes I teach history, and we talk about sourcing.
There's a 2% chance that this is true.
A 2% chance.
Someone posted up I forget what, I don't know Reddit that well, but someone posted up, hey, y'all got any good Asian ghost stories? Something like that. I forget what forum it was. It's probably under Ghost Story Forum or something like that. So anyway, I came upon my purview, and so I have a few of those. Do you guys have... Oh, we were going to talk about some more personal ones, Vicky. People really liked your personal one.
You
yeah.
remembered that
Vicky's
from
got
a long time.
few, too.
I do. I have one. I don't remember if I shared it last year, honestly.
So we did the UC
So-
Santa Cruz haunted
yes.
house one.
The haunted
that
house
was
one.
scary.
Oh, I got
And
another
then
one.
you hinted that there's a third floor ghost here at Galileo.
Oh, I did. We could talk about that later.
Okay.
Did I talk about the Vancouver?
We did not.
Okay, I'll save that one. That'll be the one I'll.
That'll
talk
be
about.
that'll be the go home story.
Not necessarily. That'll just be one of the stories.
Okay, so we'll save that one. Let's see. What do we want to do? You want to do my Reddit ones, or you want to do this other ones that we found, Jackie? Since you're a 5-time guest now, you get to choose.
I want to hear what Reddit people
Okay.
have to say. That's
All right,
interesting.
let's go. This is. I think you'll like this one because this was submitted by an English teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Miss
Okay.
Peters. Miss
Shout
Peters.
out.
Okay.
Actually, it might be you, Miss Peters.
Oh.
No.
You
Wink,
might have been
wink,
just
wink, wink.
posting your own story
Yeah.
to reshare here.
Maybe
You
that
could have
was-
just told us.
Maybe that was her question. It was like,
I
hey.
am a reliable source.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
this person says, I didn't copy the username. Sorry. So if this is your story, go ahead and write into me. I'll give you credit for where credit is due. But this person says, I was working as an English teacher, and we were having summer school activities. And we always know exactly how many students are coming because the supplies were, quote unquote, on a budget. That's kind of where we're at right
Yeah,
now.
seriously.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
you guys can share. You can share this piece of paper because it costs 10 cents. So they were on a budget, so we only printed the exact number of worksheets we needed for each student. One day, I was in someone else's class. I was supporting another main teacher. So at the moment we were supposed to do a worksheet, one of the kids called out to me and said, hey, I don't have a worksheet. And this person found it weird because we handed it out to everyone. We always have the exact number of worksheets. After I gave him a worksheet, the kid asked me to go to the bathroom, but he never came back.
What?
I knew it.
Yeah, but as busy as we were, having to deal with other things, and this person asked the teacher if they can go look for this kid because the kid never came back. Couldn't find the kid. Looked everywhere.
What the heck?
At the end of the day, we were collecting everyone's worksheet. We had all of them plus an extra worksheet that they had to make an extra copy. They found an extra one, totally blank. And they realized that, you know what?
Getting kind of scared.
I don't think that kid was a kid. I think that kid was a ghost kid.
So, like, what are you talking about? Why are you giving me this paper? This person died 50 years ago.
Yeah,
you mean
right.
that kind of story?
Like, yeah, the name on it is like, Ebenezer so-and-so. Like, wait, that
It's like
guy.
on Friends when they're like,
I heard-
Joey's in a movie and he's like, but that person's been dead for 10 years.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, oh man. So anyway, ever have that? Ever have
Wow.
exact number of copies and you hand it out and all of a sudden you got an extra one? You're
I
like,
never make exact number of copies.
I know, I don't either.
ballpark
I
it.
always make extra.
I always make extra, but you know,
Kinda creepy.
if the ghost
It
is doing
is.
homework too, I think that's a good sign.
Well, that's the other thing too, is you would never know because you always have kids absent. You always
It's
have kids who
true.
don't do homework, so you would never really
There are some living people who behave like ghosts.
Yeah. Some of our students ghost us all the time.
They ghost us all the time. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All right, you
All
ready
right.
for another one?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is actually, I do have the username on this one. This is the username. I like it. It's called Bad at Chopsticks.
okay.
That's their username on Reddit.
That should be my nickname.
All right, this person.
I'm not that bad, though.
When they moved to the countryside in Japan, that's called the Inaka.
Inaka.
The Inaka. They went to kind of a local festival, and they met an eccentric priest who told him a ghost story about a spurned woman whose vengeful spirit haunts the local river. People kept giving me chu-hais. What's a chu-hai?
A chew high?
A chu-hai.
A high chew?
Not a high chew.
Like a high chew?
Chu-hai. Japanese. Is it like a
CHUHI?
H-A-I-S?
Don't know.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, we're Googling.
There's something called the internet in front of us.
Yeah.
We can make this
The
happen.
internet of all things.
Chuhai. Chuhai is a Japanese cocktail
Okay.
that's made of fruit juice, soju, and club soda.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I probably could have figured it out from the context. From the
Okay.
context.
Keep reading.
People kept giving me chu-hais, and by the time the festival was over, I was completely sloshed.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not the candy.
See, context clues.
It's not
If
the
I
high
had
chews.
just read. Okay, it's not high chews. It's chu-hais.
Okay.
I tried to bike home, but I got completely lost.
Oh, I bet.
At first, I enjoyed just kind of aimlessly wandering around the countryside, but as I sobered up, I began to worry. I just arrived in Japan and didn't really have a phone, didn't really know my way around. The roads were pitch black because this is countryside. So it was illuminated only by the faint moonlight.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
Although it was midsummer, it was chilly by the rice fields. I shivered. Eventually, I saw lights in the distance. A pachinko parlor loomed over the rice fields. The only building in sight. With no better plan, I headed towards it. Although the lights were on, the building was closed and empty. A woman stood alone in the empty parking lot. I asked her if she knew the way to my hometown, to my hometown's train station. She laughed in surprise, saying it was very far away. Very far away. She started to give me directions, but they were so confusing, I didn't understand what she was saying.
Don't take it.
The whole time, she had a mysterious smile, and I couldn't tell if she was friendly or malicious.
Malicious.
I got
That's
the
a good
feeling
word.
she was just, well, he uses a bad word here, just effing with me.
Oh.
Okay.
In the end, I had no choice but to simply say thank you and continue riding. Eventually, I came to a river. I thought it might be the haunted one, but I was already pretty far away from the temple, and so in any case, I rode along the river downstream, figuring that it would eventually cross the main road, and then at that point, I could find my way home. And it did. Eventually, I got there. Later on, I tried to retrace my route on Google Maps, but I couldn't figure it out. One day, while biking around, I stumbled across what I thought was the pachinko parlor, but it was overgrown and dilapidated.
What? It wasn't there
Wow.
anymore?
Abandoned for years.
What?
So it was there,
Wow.
but it had not been used for years and years
Wow.
and years. So this person goes, maybe the pachinko parlor I saw was an apparition, and maybe the woman was really a ghost.
Dang, that's a good story.
That's a pretty good story, yeah.
That's a good story.
100% true because it's on Reddit.
That's right. That's
100.
right. Okay, so let me backpedal a little bit. Okay, given that this isn't necessarily academic, I mean, this is where we get a lot of our ghost stories from,
fun,
right?
yeah.
I mean, they're just passed along from
Yeah.
person to person.
Right.
So fine,
For
valid
centuries.
source.
And it may be true, it may not be true.
But it doesn't matter.
Just like we
It's
may
just a
be
good
recording
story.
during school hours,
We
may
may
not
not
be.
be.
We may
I
be
know.
fully off the clock.
Exactly.
Who knows?
We don't know. Actually, we know for sure we're not on the clock.
Because what kind of teacher
Would do that.
would record a podcast during school
We
hours?
wouldn't do
Definitely
that.
not teachers of the years.
No.
And if you hear a bell ring outside, don't worry. That's the after-school bell.
Yes, it is. That's the after
You know
school
that
bell
one?
warning us to move our cars
You
before it
remember that
gets
bell?
towed.
I do remember that.
Yes.
We used to have that, yeah.
Okay, well, I have one more on Reddit, but do we want to go with maybe more time-tested ghost stories?
Time tested.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's
Or
circle
should we-
back. Let's circle back to Reddit.
You want to go
later.
back? We'll do Reddit at the end. I don't even know
Yeah.
if this one any good. Okay, yeah. So maybe. Oh, it's another school one.
It's been dead for 10 years.
Okay. All right, Jackie, you got one?
I have a couple. These are all kind of like Thai things. A lot of them, for some reason, a lot of them in Thailand come from, teaching you lessons like don't, stab your mom
You think
in
it's some
the
mom
arm
out there
or whatever.
who's telling these stories to
I'm
kind of...
telling you, they're all women related.
A lot
They're
of the
all
ghosts.
these ghosts
women
are
related.
women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this is more. I got to say something about that because I'm like, what is up with all these women?
Yeah.
They're like vengeful women.
Spooky.
They're angry women.
Yeah.
Well, ours are like, some of them, most of them tend to be, they're not like angry, but they're all women.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are pregnant when they died.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
um,
lot to be said about females being the victims of crimes,
Yeah.
violent crimes, unfortunately. But there's also a lot to be said about misogyny. Like, do
Right.
any of these stories, perpetuate that? Or, anyways, there's so many things to be said about why they're all women.
Yeah, you're
why
not
are women
wrong.
scarier?
Well,
Yeah.
I think women are wronged more, so they want to come back and do some. But yeah.
And plus, back in the day, you probably died from childbirth a lot of the time.
Oh, yes.
There is that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of these
Here's-
baby mom stories.
So I told you about Krasu. There's Krahang, who is a male ghost.
Okay.
Spends his days in the guise of an ordinary villager. That's what this
Representing.
interesting.
So he's just chilling with everyone
But
else.
yeah, he hangs out, but he transforms at night. He's shirtless, and he's wearing a loincloth. Sexy.
Nice.
I was like, is he hot?
Krahang takes to the skies with the aid of rice baskets acting as wings. Rice baskets acting as wings.
I can picture
Okay.
that.
But
yeah.
then he attacks women in local villages.
Oh, what's he do to attack women?
He just wants to. So women don't go out at night in case Krahang comes and gets you. The rest of them are women, though. There's like a lot about women who are hungry for flesh. Lots of flesh, lots of wiping blood everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's mostly that, the lessons are mostly don't wrong women.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's at least something. But also warning, like, don't put on lipstick.
Oh, yes.
Don't hang your laundry or leave things out at night at all.
Okay, same thing.
Creatures, yeah. So there's one called P Ki. Ki in Thai is poop.
Okay.
And it's a ghost.
Awesome.
P means like a sister or like peer who is a woman. And must see, this one hangs out in your toilet. And before you can use the toilet after a bad dream, you have to ask P Key if you can use the toilet. Because, it enjoys eating.
Eating.
And it's about
Eating what?
questionable street food.
Oh.
Okay.
No, P Key wants to eat your poop.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like,
and
okay.
so, but it's this idea that you need to be careful and have clean food, because P Key likes the
dip
The
his
clean
finger.
stuff?
no, the not so clean stuff. So you're
I
like
see.
to keep P Key away from you.
Oh,
Make
got
sure
it.
it's cooked thoroughly.
Yes.
But that's like victim blaming. It's like, it's not my fault I ate bad food.
And
It's
it's
the
like-
stall's fault.
Yeah, so
Go
be
visit
careful where you get your food in Thailand, street food. Although I gotta say, street food in Thailand apparently amazing. So yeah, yeah. I honestly, and I think I said this last year, I get scared really easily.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I tend to find the funny ghost stories like that.
You found the poop related
I
ones.
found the poop one,
Good job.
because I'm a child.
And you won't have nightmares about that.
Yeah, no, not so much.
All right.
I have a local ghost story. This is like
hear
not even that scary, but honestly, I was on a road trip with my friend Kelly. Shout out Kelly. And we were on our way down to San Diego, but halfway down our car broke down, and we were in the middle, on I-5 in the middle of the Central Valley, and we got stuck at, one of those off ramps that just has a bunch of fast food and like a Denny's and a bunch of gas stations. And so we stopped at a gas station. We asked where there's a local mechanic, and they said, a mile down the road, there's a place. So we drive a mile down the road and on 3 cylinders, And we get there, and there's this mechanic place, and it looked like a big open warehouse. Anyway, we ended up having to stay there at the Motel 6 for like 3 days, 2 days. But it's in Lost Hills, California, and then we had epic times in the gas station stores because we were being dorks and buying silly things.
It's delicious.
It was actually kind of funny. But cut to a year later, Kelly's taking a similar road trip, and on the way back, she thought she'd stop because these guys that worked on our car were really cool, nice guys, and she thought she'd stop and give them a gift. And then she got there, and no one was there. It was as if it never happened. And it was totally abandoned. Not just abandoned, it was like wiped out. Like there was no building.
Huh.
It was like...
And you're sure you're in the right spot?
She was. So it didn't happen to me, but that was kind of creepy because
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's kind of like
not
the
that
pachinko
scary,
parlor.
but
That's
it creeped me out when she told me. It was just gone.
Huh.
It was like raised. It was just bizarre. Anyway.
Which, I mean, could happen, but still, it's like just the thought, like, I swear I'm in the right spot.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah. Seriously. It was
disappeared.
strange. Yeah.
I feel like that happened to my sleeping bags a year ago.
What?
That's another story,
Oh, did
though.
you lose your sleeping bags? That's funny.
Yes, and they randomly appeared.
They were right here.
And they randomly appeared in the middle of the garage suddenly a week ago.
What?
Yes.
Huh. I lost my wallet. Okay, this is kind of Asian related. I was at Ranch 99 or 99 Ranch, and I bought some. I was with my daughter, and I bought some the dim sum to go. I paid for it with my credit card, and then from there to the main register with some other items. So from there to the main register is like 20 feet. By the time I got to the main register, I didn't have my wallet, and I was like, quick! I told my daughter, go retrace our steps. And so I paid with Apple Pay or whatever. So go retrace our steps to find my wallet. It's got to be in those 20 feet. So she said, I can't find it. I was like, what? So then we paid for our groceries, and then we went back. I looked everywhere it possibly could be. Like, did we kick it? Did it fall into one of these boxes or whatever? Couldn't find it. Went to the customer service. Did anyone turn in a wallet? No, but leave us your name, and maybe we'll call you if your
you
phone
find
number.
they- yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's the janitor. I was like, fine. That I just hope, but I was like, maybe someone picked it up. I'm like, maybe someone picked it up and took my $4
And
of cash,
spent all your money.
my fishing license. Yeah, so I canceled my card. I mean, I put a lock on my cards on it, so they couldn't really do anything. So I went back the next day and I said, did anyone turn in the wallet? And they're like, nope. I was like, okay, so I did another walk around. I looked inside the crate, but we didn't do anything. We literally went from the Chasu and the Sungat place, and we walked to the other place. And I didn't do anything. I didn't go shopping all around. We just went straight. And then, so anyway, it wasn't there. 2 days later.
Where was it?
I get a call from, I got to try to make this sound spooky.
Yes.
I got an unknown number call on my phone.
Wow. It sounds like a robocall.
I picked it up.
No, you didn't.
And it was, hello, this is Ranch 99. We found your wallet.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, what?
2 days later.
But I couldn't find anyone to tell me where they found it. The person who, when I went back to get it, the person said, I wasn't the one who found it. But it had my, they had my paper that I put. So I don't know where all the money was there. Even my Infatuasian stickers were still there.
Wow, you mean they didn't steal
They
those?
didn't steal the Infatuasian
Wow.
That's
stickers.
the most valuable thing in your wallet.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. So I don't know. So I think a ghost took it.
Wow.
I'm just going to say it.
Was just
Probably
running
in the
around
refrigerated
Ranch 99.
I
section.
think a ghost took it, maybe put a charm on it or
You
something.
probably walked way too close to the walls when you were getting
I
to
did.
when you were going to the register.
I know. I attracted them. Anyway, so that's my missing wallet story.
Wow.
I don't know, but I don't know what happened. So weird. All right, on that note, Victoria, do you have any ghost stories?
Should I go with the personal one or just
Whatever will
stuff
creep
I've heard?
my audience out the most.
Okay.
We want them to pee their pants.
Let's talk about my Vancouver story.
Let's do
then.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Let me think. How many years ago? This is probably 2010. This is in 2010.
14 years.
And I was
So
going.
you were 14 years old.
I
No,
was.
you're-
I was
you're
very
13 years-
exactly. I was very young. I don't remember how old I was, but I was very young. And why are you guys laughing?
Nothing.
No, something funny.
Yeah.
He made a funny face.
I just was thinking about ghosts. Yeah.
Anyways, so yes, 2010. I basically my temple. I guess I could talk about this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, so my temple basically had a retreat, and this retreat was in Vancouver, where some of the other temples are located. And so, anyways, so we went on this retreat, and there were like maybe 150 to 200 people that were part of this retreat.
Are you in the woods? Or are you?
No, we were in the woods. We were going to stay at. There are two temples there, and one of the temples we had known that it was haunted. I just didn't know
Really?
which one. Yes, I didn't know which one. It was better that I didn't know which one.
Are these
Good haunt
old
or
buildings?
bad
Are these like
haunt?
hundreds of years old? These
Well, one
buildings?
of them was old.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it was a. Anyways, I'll get into that in a little bit. But basically, one of them, the rumor was that this building one of the buildings had been haunted, and it went through many different buyers, and it just never stuck because everyone got creeped out.
Yeah.
And this building is, I heard it was well known in Vancouver to be haunted, and so. And it was so well known that apparently Sammo Hung, shout out to Hong Gumbo, Sammo Hung, okay? But apparently the story is that he at some point owned this house too. It's a big, really nice looking home. If it was residential, and apparently, supposedly he thought that he wouldn't be affected by the spookiness of the place because he says, well, I practice martial arts.
Right.
Oh, are you going to get sued for me telling the story? Anyways, you could edit for this if it's untrue. But
Sam was a friend. It's fine.
excellent, yeah. Like you guys went out to dinner the other
Right?
day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Lime Tree.
Okay, so you might have to get him on the show to confirm this story.
Yeah,
so,
no problem.
So basically,
I'll text him.
so basically, so supposedly he had owned the building, the house, and because he felt like, I have all this yang energy because I practice martial arts, and so he's like, it's not going to bother me, and so he owned the building apparently, and the spirits that live there that occupied this space has not been welcoming to anybody that lives there, and so basically he woke up one day in the yard with all his belongings outside, his luggage or something outside. And apparently that did it. And he was like, that's it. I'm done with this building.
Yeah.
And he sold it. And so eventually...
Wait, he doesn't remember walking out to the yard?
No, he just woke up there. He just woke up there,
What?
The
apparently.
ghost cleared out his stuff
Yeah.
and him.
Yeah, not all his stuff. Like, I don't know how much of his stuff.
Okay.
Just his stuff. That's all I
So he
heard.
like levitated out to the yard.
Don't know. He
Don't
just
know.
woke up there.
Okay.
He just woke up in that yard.
I hate it when that happens.
He was
I know,
just
right?
drunk and then
exactly.
he didn't know what happened.
And so basically, he ended up waking up there, and he's like, "Okay, that's it. I'm done with this house.
Yeah, I would be
I'm
too.
done challenging it, right?"
Right.
And so he ended up trying to sell it. And so this building takes a long time to sell because
Right.
over time, people in Vancouver
rumors.
just knew that this is a haunted house, and so eventually. Basically, my temple
temple.
organization ended up buying
Got it for cheap.
Oh, they did. No, they got it for discount
Yeah,
rate.
I'm sure.
So they're like, "This is a steal. This is great. This is big enough to make it
We
a
ain't
temple."
afraid to know ghosts.
Right, exactly. And so that's pretty much what everybody said. And so they turned into a temple, and since then it's still
Okay.
a temple. And so. Anyway, so we went there for the retreat. Okay, so I don't know what building I was staying in. And honestly, I didn't want to know. I didn't ask questions. I didn't want to think too hard about it because I do
But
get
you had
creeped
heard
out.
the rumors.
I had heard the rumors,
Okay.
and I didn't want to know. And so during the retreat, there was one building that we were staying in that we would spend the night in. Like that was the building that we spent the night in. Another building is where we did our lectures and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so between the two, I honestly didn't think too hard about it. And so there are 3 floors to the building that we stayed in, and the women we stayed in. I mean, I was 13. I was part of the women.
Right.
group, But yeah. So the women.
The women and children.
Yes. Exactly. Like
Got it.
Like the Titanic. We stayed at the bottom. We stayed at
You weren't
the
a
bottom
tween
level.
anymore, though.
Thinking too
so,
hard
yeah.
about this.
So
Why are you laughing?
we stayed at the bottom level. And then there was the middle level where like the altar and lectures and whatnot would normally happen. So there wasn't enough room for anyone to stay there. So the males stayed at the top level, but I didn't know that at the time. So because there were so many people staying in the building, there was a
150,
rotation of shower schedules.
Sure.
Like, so, and so I got the last shower schedule, of course. I was like, oh man. So, we would have a full day of activities where we do lectures and whatnot. And then so at night when we got back, which is about 10 o'clock, that's when everyone had to take their shower. So there's a morning rotation and a night rotation. So I had the last rotation, probably because I was one of the youngest ones.
Yeah. You're like, this
all the teens and
13-year-old.
preteens.
Exactly. And so there were two of the older ladies and we were in the last rotation. I was like, hey, and it's dark and everyone's asleep, right? And then so I'm like, come on. And then so I was like, the last rotation. And so I was like, I'm going to get creeped out. And then so I told the ladies I roomed, we all slept on the floor in sleeping bags. But I said, hey, you guys are going to wait for me, right? because it's quiet. I'm taking a shower. There's all these like scary stories about mirrors. Okay, it creeps me out. So then I go in there, take my shower, do it real fast. I'm not even trying to look at the mirror. I'm not trying anything. Okay,
Right.
so I get the hell out of there, right? And I get out, and every single night I get out. These two ladies are dead
Fast
asleep.
asleep.
Okay, I was like, come on, okay. And I was like, they told me they were gonna wait for me.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. And so they're out cold. And then
Oh,
I was like, and I'm the last one. I'm like, I'm getting my sleeping bag. I'm trying to get everything down. So I'm not even going to blow dry my hair or whatever. Okay. I'm just going to sleep with my hair wet. Okay. Don't even get me started on what that will do to me decades later. Right. Migraines,
Right.
apparently.
Migraines.
Migraines. That's the urban legend. So basically I get into bed and I'm sleeping. I sleep with earplugs because I was like, okay, everyone's snoring, whatever. So, but I hear noises at night, whatever. So no big deal.
Because there's 100 people, right? They're going to be noises.
Well, I mean, there weren't 100 people in that space, but there were at least 50 probably, and we're all sleeping in sleeping bags on the floor. So, so 3 days go by. We're done with the retreat. We all get on the subway system there, and we hop on the airplane. I see my mom. My mom's, part of this too, but she didn't stay with us. And so I talked to my mom. My mom says, "Hey, did you hear anything when you were staying there at night?" I said, "No, why?"
What?
I said, "Well, I did hear some things. Why?" And I said, I mean, at night I would hear like footsteps, like on the upper level, and I heard a lot of people walking around and pushing furniture. So I assumed that it was the people who were the caretakers of the temple who were doing things
At
at
11
night.
o'clock at night.
I don't know, And so I thought they were moving stuff around, preparing for something. I don't know. And then my mom said those were the ghosts. And I said, what? I heard them every night, Mom. I said, I heard them every single night, moving furniture, closing up chairs. It sounded like there were at least 10, 20 people walking around. And,
Wow,
But I
really?
thought it was the men actually upstairs.
But there are 2 floors
But
up.
I didn't realize they were 2 floors above
So
us.
there should have been nothing happening on the second
No,
floor.
there should have been nothing happening on the second floor. And my mom said, that's what you were hearing. I said, oh my God, Mom. I was like, thank you for not telling me while I was staying there.
Yeah.
I was, I'm glad you didn't say anything until I got to the airport and I was about to leave.
Oh,
But
man.
that's what I was hearing every single night after that shower.
Oh, man. So
Yes.
is the last shower the same as the last train or last bus?
Is
there
wow,
an
that's a
idiom?
good question.
Is the-
That might
Don't
translate.
take the last shower of the night.
But I needed to take a shower.
I always take showers
Let
too
the
late.
lady go last, man.
I was the last
They did
one.
you dirty.
They
those
did
other-
me do every night, okay? And they all fell asleep.
They all passed
fell
out.
asleep.
Oh,
They all
to a
passed out on you.
13-year-old kid, how dare they?
I know.
How dare they?
I know. And so
Super
that's what I was hearing every night. So every night I heard furniture moving, footsteps,
So
lots
these,
of
are,
them.
these are the same ghosts
Yeah.
that carried Sammo Hung out
Apparently, yes,
On a-
to the yard.
on a flat.
But they mostly left us alone.
All right.
I think they've been cohabiting with,
So they just need their
with
space.
temple.
As long as the second floor is empty at night, they're fine.
or maybe they're like, maybe because it's I guess you could say a religious organization. They're like, we're cool with this.
You know?
But anybody
Game
else,
respects game.
Right. Game respects game. That's right. They're like, we'll hang with this.
Okay.
And so I said, okay, then. I was like, that's what that was. Because that bath, I don't know, I was a little creeped out in the bathroom. It could have just been my imagination or maybe my pure childlike sense.
Your aura.
Yes. Sense that there was something a little off.
Man.
But yes, that's
right.
what was happening there.
Don't take the last train.
Ask people in Vancouver. They know about this house apparently.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have
All
relatives
right.
up there.
Actually, we got a couple listeners in Vancouver. All right, Vancouverites, can you confirm?
Yes, please.
Write in, tell us that you have also heard furniture being moved in the middle of the night at the Buddhist temple. And yeah, religious places are kind of creepy at night.
They can be.
They can be a little.
Like, have you ever walked into a Gothic church?
Yeah.
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 No, I haven't, but I can imagine. Yeah.
They're kind of. I mean, usually there's people in there when I'm walking in, but
Right.
I can imagine. I mean, that's where a lot of Gothic.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole the whole Goth movement came from.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
I think schools and churches. Have you ever been here late at night? Have you ever been?
Yes.
Yes.
It's no good.
No,
No.
it's no good.
Yeah, it's super no good.
But
I think
the
the latest I've been here is 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty darn late
Yeah.
to be in this
9,
building.
I think, for me.
yeah.
And that's still pretty late.
Yeah, I keep my
and
door
it's-
closed. It's
creepy.
scary.
Well, yeah, but I gotta walk out in the hall and
Yeah.
Right.
leave the stairwell, and
I mean, honestly, 4:30. I mean,
I know
it's already
that's
pretty
late
creepy.
enough.
It is. It is.
If you're still hanging around, it's like, oh no.
Well, there's a lot of doors and hallways
Yeah.
and but
I haven't heard of anyone dying here.
oh.
Like we have had colleagues die, we have students die, but not on campus
Well,
that I know of.
have
That I know
not
of.
spoken to our department head then.
Oh,
So apparently, so apparently,
shout out MJ.
yeah, that's right, not Michael Jackson. Apparently, a long time ago, there is a custodian that passed away in my department. What is now my department book room?
The little closet thing.
That
yeah.
used to be. It's not a little closet.
Oh
it's
no,
a
it's
big
big.
room.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
Yeah, but it used to be, I think, the break room for custodial staff at one point.
Okay.
And so, but now, whenever you walk in there, when we need to get textbooks or whatnot, whenever you walk in there, it's got a chill to that room.
Shiver.
it is
Yeah.
cold in those
It
those
is
book
cold.
rooms.
Yeah.
It could be the fact that the windows are always left open. There's no heater in there,
Yeah.
or
A ghost
it could be the fact that we're feeling the energy in there.
Yeah,
of janitors past.
Right. Exactly.
You know, the English book room doesn't have any windows.
Yeah.
And is it hot or warm or
It's
hot
very
or cold, in there?
cold.
Mm.
Very
Okay.
cold. When we had our heat wave last week, I went during my prep periods down there
Just to cool off.
just to cool off.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, we're worked, but then fortunately all the lights were working. But there was a period, I think it was last year or the year before, that half the lights
A little
weren't working. And
flickering.
again, like
Yeah.
some of them were flickering.
Like my old Santa Cruz
Mm-hmm.
house
oh yeah, that creepy.
from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so apparently someone
Okay.
died in there. And so the story goes that maybe they're still around. And so that's why our department head likes to work out in there because
Yeah.
it's nice and cool.
Oh.
Or maybe it's my hopes and dreams because they have also died here in this building.
That could be
After
it.
all the years of teaching,
My innocence.
Yes, you're innocent.
my innocence is,
Oh man.
is the corpse that lives
That
in the
might
back.
be it. That might be it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
My-
This is a creepy building though. It's 100 years old, this building.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know someone has probably passed away.
Stuff has gone down here.
Stuff has definitely gone down. Well, it's 100 years old. I've been here for 30 of those years. That's
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
You've been here for over a quarter.
a third
of the century.
Yeah. Yeah. No, is that a badge of honor or a?
Or is
Are
that
you
where your
sad?
hopes and dreams die?
Really, really sad.
Yes, to both, to all of the above.
We we did this unit where we picked up trash in the courtyard just to do an analysis for science, right? We're like, what? Let's do an analysis of the trash in the courtyard. So kids are in there with like the little trash picker upper things. And we're like, hey, look deep in those bushes. Let me know if you find my dignity or my or my hopes and dreams. Because
Did they find it?
They did not.
Just like, unlike your wallet.
Like, what happened to my wallet? If you found my wallet in Daly City, Ranch 99, let me know. Because that's a mystery, man.
Oh, that's
I'm going to make a whole
interesting, though.
podcast episode about this. Retracing the steps.
Can I do an extension of that Vancouver haunted?
Yeah, or should we
haunted
save it for
building?
next year?
No. This one's not
Okay.
part of the haunted, but
Okay.
it's not the haunted part. But then I feel like, yeah, I think I could share this story. So.
Just change the names and the ages of the people.
Yeah, right, exactly, like what we've been doing.
This is what we do every day.
So no, so at some point, so this house is so well known. So there were some robbers that tried to break into the building when it had become like our temple already. So they tried to break in to steal stuff, and there was only
The current temple?
yeah.
Oh.
So there was only one older woman who was in there, like she was taking care of the whole building.
They think there's like gold statues of Buddha or something in there. or-
They're just trying to rob a
They're
house,
lame.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so they were just trying to rob a residential building, but
Right.
they broke in, and so the one woman, older woman who was staying there that was taking care of the temple, she was there by herself, and she was really scared. And so what she
Yeah.
did was she banked on the fact that people knew it was haunted, and she basically just made ghost noises.
Oh, I love
and
it.
she
I love it.
and it
Yeah.
scared them out of there.
Good. Oh my
It
gosh,
scared
I
them
love
out of
it.
there.
Oh, perfect.
So I don't know exactly how
Brilliant
she did it, but she
woman.
scared them out of there, and they ran for the hills.
That
Oh, they
takes-
probably
And they
pooped
didn't
their
rob
pants,
the
yeah.
building at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's what you
So,
do.
Good.
Yeah.
She's like a hero.
That's what you
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
So
No.
Oh my
she
God.
kind of banked on. She said, people know that this place is haunted," and so she
You could-
she scared them out of there.
No, that would work. Yeah,
that's
that-
really
that
awesome.
would 100% work
Yeah.
every time. Yeah.
So
what
you know,
should-
so
yeah.
it might be good to live in a haunted place because no one's going to come mess with you if everyone knows it.
Yeah. That's what we should do to get kids to class. We should start playing some spooky. Turn off all the lights in the hallways and play some spooky noises.
Yeah.
We should start an urban legend here. I think that's
Yeah.
why in Golden Gate Park, that's what they did.
Just-
I have a feeling it's a, well, I won't test it because I am scared enough to not test it.
respect,
But
yeah.
I think
wouldn't
it's
do
that
it.
same urban legend of the ghost cop in Golden Gate Park.
There's
writing,
a ghost cop?
You don't know this?
No.
Oh, the native San
I've only heard.
Franciscans.
I've only heard of. I don't know the details.
Oh, you don't know? Okay,
I don't
so
know the details. Yeah.
the details is that there was a cop that on his beat in Golden Gate Park years ago, decades ago, I should say.
yeah.
I don't know if this was in the 70s or whatnot, but he died on his beat trying to stop someone through the park, and he basically. He died on his beat, and so he still issues tickets. So the story goes that if you're speeding through Golden Gate Park and you get stopped by a cop car, it's the ghost cop. And so there have been a number of people who have reported, who have,
Yeah.
tried to pay off their citation. This is back before there were online ways to pay for your citations. They had to go into an office, I think, to
Yeah.
pay it off. And people would say, "What? The badge number? This cop died decades
10
ago."
years.
Right? Exactly. And
This
so,
cop's been dead
and
for
so,
10
so there have
years.
been laws. There have been laws apparently in San Francisco. Someone needs to back me up on this, okay? But there have been laws in San Francisco apparently, where they say that if you are pulled over by sirens in Golden Gate Park,
You don't have to stop.
you don't have to stop until you exit the park. So you have to
Oh.
stop right
Oh,
outside the
really?
park.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why. Well, no one messes around in Golden Gate Park. We don't speed there because
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
want to get stopped by the ghost cop.
Yeah.
And I've never sped in Golden Gate Park
Yeah.
for that reason.
And
She speeds
disclaimer: this is
everywhere
not
else, though,
legal
folks.
advice. You should pull over.
Thank you.
If you
Yes.
get of a cop, but don't pull over. You should pull over.
Well, they're saying that you can pull over when
You
you're
hit
right
Lincoln,
outside of the
yeah,
park.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you hit Fulton or Lincoln.
Fulton, Lincoln, Stanton.
Okay. But
La
this, again, this
Playa.
is not legal advice. You should
It is
always
not
obey
legal
the
advice.
law. Always.
This is just a rumor on the street. Word on the street
Okay.
is, and I'm
Urban
not,
legend
and I
here.
respect the ghost cop. I'm
Yeah,
not messing with the
right.
ghost cop.
Well, first of all,
I've never
never
heard of
speed.
that.
You should never
just
speed.
don't speed. Don't speed.
But especially
Be
in
good.
Golden Gate Park.
Toe the line.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you're 13.
And this is, of course, before JFK was closing all that too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's been the
I've never heard
ongoing
that.
story in San Francisco, and no one speeds in San Francisco inside Golden Gate Park because we're not playing with that.
Yeah. Don't play.
Yeah,
Because ghosts don't play, so you should not play.
exactly.
Guys, I think we're coming out of time.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be here at 4:30.
I mean, what are you talking about?
All right,
We're
so I
just
got-
at a coffee shop.
I got one last thing. Do you want to know the most popular Asian Halloween costumes? We'll keep it a little lighter here.
Oh.
Wait, Hold on. Oh wait.
Well, you have one
Across
of them.
all of Asia? I was going to say
no,
that
these are,
one.
Okay, Asian Americans. These are Asian.
I was going to say the one I wore last
okay,
year.
so that is on
the
the
one
list.
that Lone and I wore last year.
This is it's definitely on the Kung Fu Hustle lady, the
landlady.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I could totally
Bao
do that.
Zhou
Yeah, she's
Definitely
awesome.
on the list.
She's amazing.
You know what one is popular with the kids these days? Olivia Rodrigo.
What?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
Did you say
she
that
has-
was Olivia Rodrigo?
She has kind of these iconic. She has a cheerleader outfit. I think she has this one where she has gum on her tongue or all over her face. So she's kind of recognizable.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm
right.
too old for that.
I'm just
I'm
old
not-
enough to not know.
I'm not 27
that.
anymore.
Actually,
Right.
I got one for you. Actually, you know what? I have a whole list.
What else?
Okay, let me do
Bruce Lee?
the first one.
Are you
Okay,
talking
Bruce
about
Lee
those?
always plays.
Right.
Yeah.
Ninja?
Ninja always plays too, but you don't even have to be Asian because you can.
Yeah,
you can cover
yeah.
your face with that one.
Asian costumes? I don't know.
All
What
right.
else? What other
All
costumes?
right, so this one has been around for like 20 years. Dr. Christina Yang from Grey's Anatomy. Sandra Oh.
Oh.
You know, if you're Asian, you're
I
like,
guess. I
right?
mean, that's not. I guess. I mean, you just have to wear
That
scrubs.
show is
Yeah.
very it's,
Okay.
It's
All right,
an easy
this one I think I could pull off. Just all you need is a pink shirt. Asian Ken,
Oh.
right?
Yeah, you could do that.
That's easy to pull off.
Oh my God.
People say, "Oh, what are you? Pink shirt?
Okay.
I'm Asian. Asian Ken."
Okay, we've been debating our Halloween costumes in my department
Yeah.
for several weeks now. We're having arguments over this.
Yeah.
But you just remind me, the
Oh,
Ken
wait.
costumes would be so easy.
Wait,
It
you
would
still
be.
maybe that's a science department idea.
No. Maybe we should just all do
All
it.
do it
All
Calm
the teachers
down.
should do it.
Let's not have
I
interdepartmental
know.
competition.
between
strife.
PE, and science.
Yes.
All right. Well.
Okay.
All right. We'll leave that out. Okay.
Okay, fine. That's another
if PE
conversation.
wants to be Asian Ken, that's fine. All right. How about now? This one is pretty recent. Evelyn Wong from Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh,
All you need is like
that's
an
a good
eyeball
one.
sticker. You
Yeah.
need
And then the
stick-
sweater vest?
A little red vest. I think it's like a little the Asian grandma vest.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that
thought it
was
like a
easy.
sweater
I think
vest,
that
but
was
yeah.
pretty easy. Squid Game is back. There's part 2 coming.
Oh, I
out,
could
so
totally
Oh.
see that.
super
Yeah.
easy.
No, Squid Games. Well, there was
That
one
is
year
an
where
easy
Lone
one.
and I were the Squid Game cards.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't miss
And
that.
of course, there's anime. Here's one. Okay, so here's a list for Hapa people, Jackie.
That'd be me.
That is
Hello.
you.
All eyes on you.
Hello.
How about Neo from The Matrix?
Hell yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Keanu
okay.
Reeves. Or
Yeah,
any-
no, that's a
Sure
good one.
that all of my students would love to see me in a totally
Yeah.
shiny
Oh, yes.
patent leather outfit.
Or any Keanu Reeves character, basically. You could just say,
Oh,
Bill
I
and
would
Ted?
totally- I
Yeah.
would totally do Bill and Ted.
yeah.
Bill and Ted's fun.
Yeah.
Or John Wick. You could be any of those things.
Oh, John Wick.
All right.
They would know that.
Then there's that whole, To All the Boys I Love, that whole series.
Oh, I love
Origin.
that.
That's a great
One of our
trilogy.
favorites.
That's
yeah.
a great trilogy.
How about this one? Tao
Oh, from Heartstopper?
from Heartstopper.
Oh, cute.
I would
cute.
totally do
These are
Tao.
the costumes we're still
Yeah,
talking
these are
about?
what people are
Oh,
dressing
okay.
up as. Hero from Big Hero 6, Wong from Doctor Strange, of course.
Okay.
And then like
Oh, yeah.
Naruto, Shang-Chi. These are pretty cool.
I would love to do
Oh,
this thing from
Shang-Chi.
the-
Oh, yeah, because you just need the
Shang-Chi.
bracelets.
You know what
Yeah.
one I thought about? This is like 15 years ago. But you remember that show John and Kate Plus 8?
Yes.
Yes.
That guy
I've
was
Yeah.
never actually watched
He's
it.
a
I have
creep.
half
cable.
Korean.
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
half Korean. He's kind of a creep. But I think I could have pulled that one off. I think I could have.
You
Watch out.
totally could have.
Right?
Oh,
I kind of
actually,
look like
yes.
it a
You
little bit.
totally
right?
could.
Yeah.
But he's not very recognizable.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Like you would
For a
need 8
minute.
kids.
Yeah,
He
you'd have
was.
to bring like 8 little
And you would need a
dolls.
wife to.
With
a blonde
funky
wife.
haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before,
Yes.
so that was 15 years. I thought about doing it, but I didn't pull it off. But anyway, so out there, so those are Asian. There's more now than there used to be. I think
Yeah.
it was Bruce Lee since the 70s.
Bruce Lee
was
forever,
Bruce
right?
Lee.
Yeah, that was the only one
Yeah,
for a
But
long
there's
time.
Suni Lee. He could be Suni Lee,
Who's-
the gymnast.
Oh, right.
Olympics.
Okay. I was like,
yeah.
the gym? Okay.
But yeah,
The
lots of
gymnast.
anime characters now are.
Yeah.
You know what would be funny? You know that whole controversy with like Scarlett Johansson playing the Asian assassin in Ghost from the Shell, even though
Oh,
she's
yeah.
white,
Oh, yeah.
but the character in the end. So that would be funny. You
Was
play.
there's a whole airbender thing too, right?
Oh yeah, there's Avatar.
yeah.
But it'd be funny if you dressed up as Scarlett Johansson playing an Asian character.
Oh.
But so you're kind of doing whiteface in a
That's that's
in a way.
or is that very
White
meta?
face for
It's very
somebody who's
meta.
doing
You're
very
yellow
meta.
face.
You're an Asian playing a
Right.
white person playing an Asian.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
So-
confusing.
That'd be cool though, right?
That's kind of like that. Have you guys ever seen that movie Cloud Atlas? I mean, it was
Yeah.
a book originally, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Tom
But
Hanks.
the concept of it was really cool. The movie I wasn't crazy about, but there was a lot of the whole talking about doing yellow face and all that because the characters
yeah.
were, like
Yeah.
Hugh Grant's character was.
Right.
Well, actually, it wasn't just his character because they had to like morph into different lives that they were in.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a whole nother thing.
Or there was
Maybe you
Emma
could edit
Stone
that
was
out.
supposed to be like a Hawaiian,
Yes.
half Asian Hawaiian.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
We should just do all that. That should be your department. Is white
Like
characters
appropriation.
yeah, appropriate.
But then not everyone in my department's Asian either. So that everyone would be appropriating
You wouldn't get it.
appropriation.
Yeah, no one would get
And
it.
it would be
No
so
one
trippy.
would get
That's
it.
so
No.
confusing.
My department's still arguing about our
I
costumes.
know. If you have to explain the costume, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to explain it.
Anyway, so audience out there, if you have any good Asian costumes that are kind of newish, there's so many movies that and shows that have been popular. Like this, Beef was a big popular show. You can maybe pull off something from there.
Ali
Or
Wong.
Shogun was a big popular show this year.
Yeah, Shogun, I
All
watched
these
it.
K-dramas,
It was really
you could
cool.
probably do a K-drama character.
Oh.
You might have to explain it though. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Except for Squid Game is the only one super obvious.
Squid Game is the more obvious one, and I feel like this one is not that new, but Kung Fu Hustle,
Yeah.
for sure, because
yeah.
there's some recognizable characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh well. So audience out there, who are you dressing up for Halloween? At least we have a couple choices more than we used to.
That's right.
So that's good.
Mine's not Asian inspired this year.
I have nothing.
Actually, I don't think I ever have
guess I'm
done
gonna
that.
be
I'm
Asian.
still debating mine. I'm still thinking about what I should be, but I think after 4 years I'll cycle back my costume again, and I'll do Kung Fu Hustle again.
You know what? It still works because it's a new batch of kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Kids done
Exactly.
it.
Like
Kids done
4
it.
years later, it's going to be a
don't
new
think I've
batch of kids, so
ever
I'm going to do my
repeated.
Yeah, see,
costume
that's
again.
the beauty of teaching high school. Besides your colleagues, right? Well, actually, even our colleagues turn
Yes,
over.
it's
yeah,
true.
yeah, seriously.
I looked back. I've done maybe like 8 episodes with colleagues, and you guys are the only ones left. Like,
No, really?
yeah, like I'll bleep out these
Last
names.
one
but
standing. Oh, okay.
I did it with. I did it with. All these people are gone. Did one
Oh,
with her.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'll bleep out all these names.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
don't
you're
want
right.
to get sued by these former colleagues. But
Right.
yeah. So you guys are the rocks.
We're the OGs.
You're the
Yeah.
rocks that I
Yeah.
I'm
lean
kind
on.
of stuck here, so.
I know.
Yeah.
They get
Well-
you. They get you with the pension.
I tried
Oh,
to get out,
darn
but they
pension.
pulled me
They-
back in.
Just when I thought I was out.
Well, I quit and came back. There's
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
And you told me I wasn't going to be able to come back.
I said you're dead to me. What did I say?
No. I actually still remember. I was like, "Is Curtis
She's a ghost."
Because you said, "I don't know. You're not going to be able to come back." I was like, "Ooh, bastard!"
Oh, because I said social studies teachers are like dime a dozen.
No.
Kind of.
Because
What did I-
the social studies department used to be like the Supreme
It
Court.
doesn't turn over.
Yeah, people used to sit for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
but
So I meant
now
it sincerely.
I know you were very sincere about it. So
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
you were going to be right. Then I was like, I proved you wrong.
I thought I was just messing
came
with
back
you.
and I got a bigger classroom.
That's
Oh.
that's
our
our
bell
3:40
at the coffee shop
At the
where we are.
4:30
Yes.
bell.
That must be the fire alarm going off at the coffee shop.
Yeah, so we better
All right.
evacuate.
Well, on that note,
Yes.
I think that's our sign to get out of here before the ghosts come out.
Saved by the bell.
So, another Halloween episode in the books. We're so not spooky, though. I wonder if anyone
I'm
thinks
not.
that we're. I don't think anyone.
I think
thinks
we are scary. I don't know if we're spooky.
I could be scary. I scared
All
some
right.
kids today in
Well, I hope
class.
people listen to this just for the fun of it. We're not really going to scare anyone with these, so hopefully you stuck
No,
to the
they're
end.
just fun.
But thanks again for coming along, guys.
Oh, thank you. This is always fun.
I have
Remember-
an idea. I have an idea for an episode I'll tell you about later.
Oh, let's hear it.
I'll tell you
Is this
off
off
the
the
record.
record?
Well,
Oh,
should I
yeah.
tease it? It has to do with my birthday. My birthday's in January, and I need some co-hosts to do something with me. So.
Oh.
But it'll be easy.
What do you need? Like punches?
No, I don't need punches.
Okay.
In the
but-
arm.
No, to the face. No,
Noogies?
no.
In the face?
I don't like punches
I could
anyway.
do that.
don't know.
I mean,
Hawaiian
I've
punch only.
been practicing martial
Hawaiian
arts
punch
for a while.
only,
I
yeah,
could do this.
please.
But
Yes.
so anyway, I'll let you know. I'll tease that. We'll tease that with the
Oh,
audience.
cliffhanger.
Something coming in January for my
All
birthday.
right.
Wow.
But yeah, so maybe we'll have Lone back by then. Maybe
Oh, yeah,
I think
maybe.
we should.
we could drag her
That's
back
the
in,
plan
or we'll go
right
up to
now.
the house with
Oh,
air
we could.
conditioning.
Her house, yeah.
Do we need air conditioning in January, though?
Yeah, maybe not.
We need heat.
We need heat.
Yes.
Hopefully she has heat as well.
Right. I think
But,
she does.
Or she might be back at work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she will be.
But she
We'll
probably
see.
can't stay after school, though. Or maybe she can. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Well, I mean, yeah, because we're doing this after school.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing it on the clock. Yeah.
Right.
No,
'Cause so,
we
you
wouldn't
know, I
do
think
that.
she'll have some time.
We wouldn't do that.
Okay, so we will figure out something, audience.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, everyone out there. You can send me an email with all your great Halloween costume ideas, or if you're the Reddit person I stole the story from, write to me. Or if you need more legal advice, come to us. We're
right.
really good at
From the PE teacher.
laundry and legal advice. We're here for you.
Especially laundry
write to
advice.
us. You can follow us at Infatuasian Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Be safe out there as you're trick or treating.
Yay.
Don't eat too much candy.
That's right.
Don't take the last bus. What other advice we got?
There's a
Don't
side
leave your
note.
laundry out at
Don't leave your
night.
laundry now.
There's less chocolate this year
Oh,
because cacao, apparently, I think the price of it has increased. So it's gummies
all gummies.
Oh.
Pure
Yeah.
sugar.
or hard candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. So,
all right.
so if you do get chocolate for Halloween, just know that house are a bunch of ballers.
Yeah, chocolate.
They
Yeah,
spend
those are the
Holla.
high rollers.
They spend a little money
High
on y'all.
rollers.
All right, everyone. Have a good Halloween.
right.
Talk to you soon.
Happy
Bye, everyone.
Halloween.
Bye. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.